Dear friends, welcome back with another machine on the Vulnhub, which is BlackMarket. The link will be put into the description section below so that you can download and play the machine if you want to. From my point of view, this machine is very difficult, I think, because it will involve a variety of difficult techniques. But what's more, we must strictly follow the hints left by the author. Even we need to have some sort of the inference, okay, or maybe we can call it a guessing. So, but it deserves our practice after all. Before we go ahead, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. You're greatly appreciated. So, without further ado, let's just get started. We can head over to Linux VM. First of all, we need to discover the IP address of the target. The utility I'd like to use, as always, would be net discover. As you can see over here, the IP address could be recognized as 145. And also we can note down such information to our notebook in case we need such information afterwards along the path of our penetration. So what shall we do next? We need to do port and surf scanning with a map. To save time of this video, I've already done that earlier, so now we just get out its result. We can scroll up. As you can see over here, I used the option like scene scan, the version scan, the default script scan, followed by the -p- to do the full range port scan. The last option for all is ON to output the result into this file. Although you can notice here, the IP address of the target machine has been changed because, when I record this video, I import the machine again. So this would be the, the fresh installation. So from the map scanning results, we can know that the target has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 open port numbers. Let's take a look at them one by one. The first one is 21, which is running FTP, and also the version information VSFTPD, even its exact version number. And the second one is 22, which is running SSH service, and also a bit old, a bit outdated version of OpenSSH. I don't think we can find any workable vulnerability, although it's very old or outdated version. And the next one is 80, which is running HTTP service, and also the version information Apache 2. And the next one is 110, running POP3. This is some sort of the mail server to receive a mail, okay? And the next one, similarly, a map and another email service, okay? And the next one is 993, which is the SSL version of a map. And similarly, 995 is the SSL version of POP3. In most cases, we cannot get anything from the POP3 or a map, even, or their corresponding SSL version. So I think we should pay attention to the first 3 open port numbers at this moment. And the first one, if you have already followed my channel, I always mention this again and again. If the target machine has file sharing service running, such as FTP, NFS, or Samba, such services should become the first choice to enumerate. In this case, would be FTP. And also by its default script scanning option, we know that the target doesn't allow anonymous login, anonymous FTP login. However, we need to take a look at, or we need to check whether this version is vulnerable or not. Okay? But no results. So next, I think we need to turn our attention to the AT port number, and we need to start our enumeration with this web application by manual, by manual enumeration. Okay, so now we can fire up the browser and put the IP address of the target into the address bar. Press enter. However, oh, sorry, I need to turn off the proxy. Let's go ahead. So we are prompted by this BlackMarket login. And before we try to log in, we need to check its source code. And we can scroll down. Yeah, we found the first flag. Great, we can copy and put it over here. Even the flag itself is encoded. So it's very straightforward that we need to decode this flag, because the flag itself can tell us something, or the flag, every flag just mentioned, every flag serves as hint for the next step. We can copy and put over here. Okay, and next, I think we need to check whether this site has logbox file or not. Not found. Next, we can launch the Licto to do the automatic enumeration. In the meantime, we can test this login form with some weak credentials, like admin as a username, admin as password as well, and then click login button. We got the failed error, invalid input. And also we can try to use the login bypass technique. However, we got the error, username shouldn't contain space and special characters. So in other words, there's some sort of the validation in place on the target or on this web application. All right? And even I don't think we need to launch the SQL map to test whether this form is vulnerable to SQL injection vulnerability. Again, the reason is that there's some sort of the control or filter in place for this form, for this login form. Okay, and we can copy. We need to note down some key information. Yeah, 22, 21, TP, 22. 8 HTTP. So the enumeration. So this one, that is login form, okay, and possibly not vulnerable to SQL injection vulnerability. If you want, you can launch the SQL map to test. I've already done that before when I did the machine the first time. Here, now I will not do that again to save time of this video. So as you know, now let's go back to the terminal and found something by the Nicto, like this one. SQLI mail, we can copy. So the DIRs, and also we found the login page. So I think this one is the same as the home page. I think login PHP, but nothing returned. So I don't think it's effective login page. All right, it's okay. Maybe some sort of the rabbit hole. Okay, so how to do next? Next, I think we need to take a look at this directory. You know, this is some sort of the mail application, and we can use the browser to take a look at. So this is, we got the another login we can copy. So another the mail login form, and also give us the gives us the version information we can copy and paste over here. So next, I think we can try to, of course, we need to use the weak credential to test. Sorry, yeah, it's okay. But we got the error, unknown user or password incorrect. So next, maybe we can use the search sprite and SQLI. Maybe we can copy from my notebook rather than typing it one by one. So there are several exploits there, but by its version information, we can know that maybe this version is not easily exploitable. The local file inclusion vulnerability. If you want, you can, test all these exploits, but I'm not going to do that in this video. So let's move forward. So next, okay, also, do you remember when we got the first flag, we got something, and this means something, and even will be possible hint for the next step. But before we do that, I'd like to launch the GoBuster to do the directory enumeration. Of course, this is my personal methodology. Okay. Extension option. And immediately GoBuster can find many pages and directories like admin. So how about the admin? Yeah, we are redirect to the home page. So the header. So what it's about, the header, PHP, but nothing returned. Okay. Although by looking at its source code, we can find some HTML code, which is not very useful for us. Okay. So next would be upload, but this would be, maybe we can copy to access. Forbidden. So the vendor DB script. So how about this one? Nothing returned. Supplier. Supplier. We can copy and access this. will redirect to the home page. We need to be authenticated to access a supplier. Anyway, we need to note down such information. Supplier. Okay. So I think we have already done almost okay user, but status code is 301. So far we have already done almost everything what we can with this web application. Unfortunately, nothing very exciting, which is fine. Maybe next direction lies in the first flag. We can use the Google and to make some research because it must mean something. And the first link. And here, of course, I will not go through this page, but the page itself contains like the username and also the loan assets. So next, I'd like to create our own password dictionary and also the usernames a dictionary, which can be got from this page. And as you can see, I've already added this user name dictionary. All of names or usernames came from this page, the staff and also the known assets. I've already made a copy and to create to this dictionary. Of course, I convert all characters to lowercase because in most cases, username would be lowercase. Okay, so next we need to create the password because next I'd like to crack the password for the FTP service, and we can use the Q command, and we can set the depth to be 0, or just this page will not crawl into deeper layers. Okay, I do not want this word list to be very big. Okay, so now, and this URL is this site. You can copy it from the browser and then you can press enter. It's done. And then you can, for example, you can cut out this word list. So how many words in this word list? For 703. Next, we need to do some, processing. We can, we need to make this word list to be bigger. We want to have another word list based on the existing word list, but I will convert all uppercase character to lowercase. So how to do? We can use the cat word list, and we can use the tr command to upper lower okay, and we can save it to like a word list lower. Okay, and we want to word list, we want to combine these two word list lower, and to we need to we do not want to have duplicate words. Enter. So let's check how many words for the password dictionary. So 974. Next, we can launch the Hydra to crack the password for the FTP service. Okay. And this will take a bit long time, although the word list is not so big. However, because the username has, so how many usernames? Usernames, so 15. And so this will take about my machine. When I did this target machine, Hydra took about 30 minutes. I do not wait. Because I do not want to waste your time. Anyway, so I assume that we have already got the password for the FTP and the username Licky and Licky, and the password is CRA. Okay, so now we can try to FTP to the target. Nicky, CRA. Oh, sorry. Exit. Licky, CRA. Okay, it works. Now, it looks like we are in some sort of home directory, right? So can we navigate? However, we cannot make navigation. So how about FTP directory? There is one file, input file. Sorry, this is a directory. And we can go inside this directory to get down the text file. And then we can exit from the FTP. Okay, so now we can get out. I think we do not need to wait for the Hydra. I'm sure you know what I mean, okay? And here we got the second flag. We can copy. And paste over here. Again, maybe this flag itself is encoded. So we can use echo. So congratulations, proceed further. It means that our direction is correct. We can copy. What I'm doing? Although we successfully got the second flag, but the second flag itself failed to give us the hint for the next step. Besides the congratulations. Actually, this is, I think, is a very difficult part for this machine. Maybe the first difficulty or the first major difficulty. Actually, just now we have already found the supplier directory. And when we access this directory, we are redirected to the home page. So maybe, the supplier is the username, okay? And also the password is supplier. Sorry, it doesn't work. Supplier. As you can see, login success. Welcome supplier, because supplier is external user, and some user didn't change their password. Here we are given this dashboard, products and reports, sales reports, and also inventory report. And here we can add a product. Also, we can edit product. And for example, we can change. So next, this will be submitted to the web application or submitted to the target. So next, I think we need to test whether this form is vulnerable to the SQL injection vulnerability. To do that, or to test, or to know this, we need to turn on the proxy and launch the Burp Suite. So next, I'd like to demonstrate how to utilize both Burp Suite and SQL map to test this sort of vulnerability. Okay, so now we can edit and we can update. As you can see, we successfully intercepted this request, and then we can save this request to file. We can use any name like rec.txt. Next, we can pull up the terminal to launch the SQL map to test. Okay. It looks like, the target or this product information update form is vulnerable to the SQL injection vulnerability. SQL map has successfully identified the backend DBMS as my circle. So do you want to skip test payloads? Of course, because it's not okay. We need to give it sweet time to finish. And the parameter, this parameter is vulnerable. Do you want to keep testing the others? No. It's done. So next we need to, get the database information. We can use the DBS, and also we can use the batch option. So we do not need to manually select the option. And now it's retrieving information about the database names. Because the SQL map is trying to optimize the values for DBMS delay responses. So this will take a bit long time, and maybe I will pause the video. All right, as you can see over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 databases have been retrieved. And I think next we can retrieve this one. This database, we can use the uppercase D and the BlackMarket and tables. How many tables? Batch. Okay. Again, this will take uh, uh, a bit more time. All right, as you can see, we have already retrieved all tables for the database, BlackMarket, and two tables caught our attentions most, the flag and the user. So maybe we can, first of all, we can retrieve this table. This will be maybe the third flag, okay? So we can use uppercase T and the flag dump batch, okay? All right, as you can see over here, we retrieved the third flag, and we can copy and put over here flag 3. So I think this should be the hint left by the author for further steps. We need to find this guy, Jason Borney email access. Okay. So email, I think just now we have already found the SQLI email service, right? But we need to get the password yet first. Okay. So another table we which caught our attention most would be the user. So we can use the user, and this will try to dump all data from the table user table. Again, I'd like to pause the video. All right, as you can see, we have already successfully retrieved the table, retrieved data of the table user. Even the password for has been decrypt supplier, and if you want, you can copy and go to the crack station or other similar website to decrypt. But I think the most important password would be this one. We can copy and we can go to the crack station. But not found. As you know, decryption success of decryption will be decided by two factors. The first one is the utility or the way. Secondly, would be the dictionary. Okay, so in this case we need to use different word list or different websites. Yeah, this one, for example, this one, we can copy and paste in here and decrypt. You can get the clear text password. We can copy, and the username would be admin. Okay, so next, maybe we can turn off the intercept. Next, we can go to the home page. Oh, not this one. The user, so the BlackMarket weapon managed system. We can log out because maybe different user, different roles of user access the home page will be given different functions. Okay, so for example, we can admin, and the password is this one. We can copy, paste in here, login, and we got the false flag. We can copy and paste over here. So this would be the false flag. Again, the flag itself is encoded. Possibly we can echo base 64. Nothing is here. Interesting. Anyway, we have already got or retrieved 4 flags so far. So next, and we got the JSON or Borny email access. So next, I think we need to, so login success, welcome, big boss. Here is your false flag and the JSON Bonnie email access. So it means that we need to go to the SQLI email service. I think this is another major difficulty with this machine. For example, like go to the reports and sales report, inventory report, users, customer, and we can find, do you remember? We need to find the email and also its password. We can copy. So this would be the, can you remember? JSON Bonnie email access. So maybe this would be the username and the password. Okay, another difficulty. Maybe just 5 question marks. Okay, to be honest, I cannot find this, this information. Anyway, now we can try to access the SQLI application, and the username is Bernie, and the password is 5 question mark. Okay, login. It does work. And query, if we go to the drafts, and then we can get this import, even we can get the 5th flag. Great. And again, the flag itself is encoded in base 64. Echo base 64. So everything is encrypted. We can copy. And if you notice the message below this flag, we can find something. Hello, friend. I have intercepted the message from the Russians. Somehow we are working on the same direction. However, I couldn't able to decode the message. And it looks like this message is encrypted and encrypted by some sort of the substitution, a cipher we can copy, and then you can go to this website. Which one? This one. You can paste in here, and then you can solve. This link will be put into the description section as well. So here, the first one is what we want, because this is most meaningful. Okay? Hi, Dimitri. If you are reading this, I might be not alive. I have placed a backdoor in BlackMarket workshop. And the backdoor is this one. We can copy and paste over here. Maybe we can copy this message. Okay. So I have placed a backdoor in BlackMarket workshop under this folder. you must have to use this picture in order to get access. All right, so I think the next step involves to find out this backdoor. If you copy this and access this directory, you will get the error not found. Actually, this directory should be under the BlackMarket workshop. Do you remember during the FTP immersion, we got down this message, the vehicle workshop. So this is another very, very difficult step which should be solved. Actually, the directory name would be V workshop. Okay, V workshop. Okay, it's working. So I think we must admit this is very difficult to support. So how about we put this one, this folder or this directory. And now this time we got a different error, forbidden. Okay, so next I think we need to find its backdoor. We can copy and we can use the GoBuster. Directory extension option. To see whether we can, yeah, we found the flag. Great flag. And this would be the 6th flag. Okay. And also the message is encoded, I think. Okay, loot time. So I think we are on the right direction. Okay, so the loot time we can copy and paste over here. Oh, we found the back door. Great, we can copy and access this, but not found. Interesting. Not found. However, you know, the status is 200. Very weird, right? Was encountered. So how about check its source code? Actually, we have already successfully retrieved the page. And so I think, you know, the message, what you see over here is some sort of the misinformation left by the author to provide additional difficulty for your guys. Okay? So however, because although there is a form, but no submit button. So how to do? But before we try to fix this one, we need to access this picture. Do you remember this one? We can copy and access. Maybe we can copy first. Okay, and also this one. We can copy to see whether this is accessible or not. Yeah, it can. And we can download this picture to our current working directory. Okay, so now we need to some sort of techniques to analyze this picture. For example, exif 2, pass, and we need, because EXIF2 can print out metadata of file, like a picture, but nothing here. So how about stick a height? Couldn't extract any data. Seek. So how about strings? We got the password, and then we can copy. I think this is another difficulty we must solve. Actually, sorry, this is the integer, and we need to convert to the hex, a decimal, and we can use the hex. And this would be the hexadecimal, and we can copy, and then we need to convert this to string. And you can go to the website, this one, and paste it here, and you can get the password. Okay, paste over here. Okay, so now I think next we need to go back to the back door, because it should provide us access to the machine. Okay, backdoor, and we can inspect, and we can, we can duplicate this node, and the type would be submit, and the password, here. We need to submit the password. And just now we have already decode and decrypt, and we have already got the password. And this password should be in this field or in this form. Okay. And the pass. So submit query, and we need to turn on the intercept, so we can submit. And so the pass we can put over here. So maybe not this one. Job, we need to duplicate, and this one would be submit, and the value is submit. Okay, so now if we hit submit, and then we can pass the password, and forward. As you can see now, we have really got access to this backdoor. Okay, and we can, for example, we can here file manager, we can upload the file, and I think there'll be different ways to get to the foothold on the target. And I think the easiest way is to go to the network. This one, maybe we can turn off the intercept. We can connect back to our Linux, and we can use any port number like 555. I always use this port number for my, reverse shell. We can set up the listener on the Linux, and next we can, we can hit this button, and then as you can see, we successfully got the collection from the target, which is very fantastic. And we can spawn the shell by Python. Next, we need to do some local immersion. The flag we have already retrieved. Now we can go to the home directory and go to the my very suspicious directory. We can notice there is secret. So I think this must mean something. So I have been working on this CIA black market project, but it seems like I'm not doing anything right for people. Selling drugs and guns is not my business. So soon I will quit the job. About my personal life, I'm sharp shooter, have 2 kids, but my wife don't like me and I'm broke. Food wise, and I eat anything but this one. So I think because this is the capitalized, and also we know that the system has user Dimitri. So maybe this is a password for this user. Okay, switch to this user, and we can copy this password. We got the error authentication failure. If you think this is a wrong direction, you will be wrong. Okay, actually, although the username is Dimitri, and here is Y, it's not I. Maybe this is purposefully configured by this user. So we can copy this username and try it again. But this time we can copy. I will not use the Y. I like to use the I, and copy here. Okay, it does work. Okay, of course, maybe we can use other way to elevate privilege because the kernel exploit is very old. But I don't think this is what the author of this machine expected us to do. Okay, and now we can run sudo, and we can copy this password again. Yeah, actually, this user can run any command. So the privilege escalation will be very, very easy. Okay, now we can go to the root directory, the end. All right, so I think that's all I like to do in this video. See you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day, please.